MK, you're on deck. You're up next, son. No, MK, come down, MK. You're up next. You're on deck. All right, put your hands together for Dave, the Raves.
Thank you. It's my first time up here. I'm following my dream. I got the name Dave the Rave in high school down in Florida. And all my life I wanted to be a comedian. Well, I came to Las Vegas and I got in the gaming industry for the last 45 years. And I enjoyed the gaming industry, but I wasn't following my dream. And before I go any farther, I want to give it up for John Barnes and Keith Lyle and their comedy club here at the Orient. I was sitting in Ely the other day. It's a western town north of Vegas, and this redneck cowboy comes in, and he tied his horse up under a shade tree outside, and with his dog. And he walks in the bar and gets a cold beer. And about 20 minutes later, a policeman comes in the bar. He says, "Whose dog is that tied up underneath the tree outside?" And the redneck cowboy says, "That's my dog." And he says, "Well, your dog is in the heat." And the redneck cowboy said, "No, he's not in the heat. He's tied up underneath the shade tree outside." The policeman gets madder and he says, "No, your dog needs to be bred." And the cowboy said, "He don't need to be bred. He had some beef jerky on the trail this morning. He's not hungry." And the policeman's getting madder and madder. He said, "No, your dog wants to have sex." And the redneck cowboy thought for a minute. He said, "Well, go ahead. I always wanted to have a police dog." I know something bad's going to happen today. There was this airline pilot flying. He comes over the intercom and he tells the passengers that we're going to be flying at a certain altitude. I think it's 30,000 feet. And we're going to arrive at our destination at 9:30. And the weather, he tells them about the weather. The town they're going to just happens to be Vegas. And he forgets to turn off the microphone. So he tells all the passengers, before he turns off the microphone, he tells all the passengers to sit back in their seats and relax. Then he doesn't turn off the microphone. He reaches over to the co-pilot. He says, "You know what would really relax me right now?" And he puts the microphone on. So all the passengers are hearing him. And he says, "A hot cup of coffee and a blowjob." And the stewardesses and the passengers on the airplane, they all hear this over the intercom. And the stewardess from the back of the airplane comes running towards the front of the airplane to the cockpit to tell the pilot of his slip-up on the microphone. And this woman stops her on the way to the front of the plane and says, "Don't forget his coffee." I know something bad's going to happen to me. And that's my time. Thank you very much.
All right, give it up for Dave the Rave, first time on stage. All right, on deck we got Priscilla right now. She's coming to the stage. Put your hands together for M.K. Lewis.
My heart is pounding.
You can tease me now.